Daily Broadside, day 452. Wise man once told me that if you ever get stuck between the moon and New York City, just fall in love. There ain't nothing else to do but to do that. I tell you what, I was thinking last night about, I was like, all right, limit yourself to 5 people that you would bring back. 2 of which I would bring back because I missed, what they did for the world and the things they produced, and they were very entertaining. The other 3, they just didn't get a chance to really showcase what their true potential was. And that would be Anthony Bourdain, Hunter S. Thompson, Jeff Buckley, Cliff Burton, and Randy Rhoads. That was the 5 that I came up with. For no particular reason other than the fact that, if they pop in your head, then they've got to be kind of big. I saw the clip once again from Good Will Hunting last night where the douchebag in the bar comes up and starts berating Ben Affleck for being a simpleton. And, if you really listen to what that dude says, he really doesn't say anything profound at all. Oh, well, agrarian capitalism. Well, they were all farmers, so what are you going to do? You can follow everything he says, and it's like there's nothing really complex about what you learn. But the problem I have with it more so is the fact that, because I'm sure there's dudes like that at those universities, right? Especially them dumb ponytails. But then Matt Damon comes over, and I thought it would have been a better scene if he hadn't listed the page number. Oh, did you get that off page 98? Blah, blah, blah. Next semester you'll be reading this. Blah, blah. Like, I get that he's really smart, but is he really like a savant such that he can remember page numbers of everything he's read? That really doesn't hold water, because most of the people that do that, like the more of the Rain Man counting toothpicks kind of thing, they're a little bit more, I don't want to say catatonic, but they don't have the the flavor and the personality that Matt Damon has, And I can't remember what comedian it was talking about. Was it Louis C.K. or no? I don't remember who it was. But they were talking about that movie. They were like, Matt Damon writes the part for himself. He's like, I'm smart and good looking and I get the girl, and he just writes everything well for himself. But I don't think they really thought out the part whereby you can just recite every textbook you've ever read in college and high school and all that. So that was kind of silly. So how about them apples, right? Ugh, that was dumb too. They could have changed that. That's really, my grandfather used to say that. I don't think they say that in Boston, do they? How about them apples? That's more of a southern phrase, I thought. But I don't know what these people are like. I don't know what they're going after. I think it's mostly environmental stuff. But you see all these girls in Europe, and they're all topless, and they've got like marker and black painted on their chest, and the things they write on themselves, on their chest and their back, they don't make a lot of sense. It's like, protest gulag liberals, and you're like, what does that even mean? It's just like vague statements and all. But I will say this, you don't see too many of them that, because they're just completely topless. I got no problem with that. I think protests are a little bit more, let's say, palatable if everybody's topless. At least there's something interesting to look at, because there's not anything interesting to look at a protest. But you can tell that apparently to be a protester in Europe, it's you never go to a gym, because none of those chicks look like they've ever done any kind of plyometrics or core work or anything. They just got some stuff going on up there, and they get some black marker and paint themselves up and all that. And yeah, that's good. So I find it interesting that you can go in a hotel room, and I say you, the collective you. You can they'll rent you a hotel room, and you can go in there and have just a bloody gangbang for the next 6 hours and just desecrate the entire room, right? But you light up one cigarette, we've got a problem. So if it were me, and I had a choice between, we've got the King Suite available, and we've got the Queen Suite available, and the King Suite had recently had some smokers, stay in there, so it's going to be a little smoky, a little musty, whatever the smell's defined as. Or you get the King Suite, and they just got done doing a raging gangbang in the room. I'm I'm gonna pick the cigarette smell. I'll just deal. I have an ozone machine. I'll bring it in, just clear out the room, go to dinner. When I come back, everything will be normal. You know, I could bring some stuff to kind of mitigate that, but I don't know. I just think it's just weird the standards that they have, you know, in these hotel industries, hotel management. It's got to be an interesting line of work. I'm sure you see it all because people do some weird crap in hotel rooms, shooting people from high windows to gangbang, smoking cigarettes, whatever. Lots of trickery, effery as they call it, goes on in those rooms. But yeah, I'll take the cigarette. I'll take the cigarette for $400, Alex. Hey, giddy.